Hello and welcome to Billy's Craft Room. In today's film I'm going to be showing you around these calligraphy markers by Zig. They're acid free, archival and contain pigment ink. You get a single colour within each pen, but they are twin tipped. At one end they have a 2mm nib and at the other a 5mm nib. Now you've seen me on the pens, let's start with some techniques. The cardstock I'm working on is bright white card, which is 160 GSM, and it's made by Ryman's. This is the salmon calligraphy marker. Because of the chisel tip, if you hold your pen at a 45-degree angle, you get really nice shaped letters. These pens are really juicy and they're a great way to try calligraphy for the first time, especially if you're worried about using dip pens or fountain pens with cartridges in, as they're available in a wide range of colours. I have to admit this next technique scares me, but I shouldn't have been afraid because it gives a really beautiful effect and no harm comes to the pens by doing this. Take two calligraphy markers. You're going to use a darker colour on the top and a paler colour as the lower pen. By touching the two nibs together, the darker coloured ink flows into the nib of the paler coloured one. You don't need to hold them together for too long, especially if you're only using them for a short project. As before, hold your pen at a 45-degree angle and you can see this has a lot more impact to your lettering. This larger size nib is perfect for the fronts of cards and also for scrapbooking. It's also a great way to get a shadowing effect. To return the pen to normal, just scribble on the side of your card. The darker ink will gradually run out and your pen will revert to its normal colours. There we go, back to normal. Try not to be afraid and do give this technique a try, as it produces some really beautiful results. Another way to add impact to your lettering is by using the Wink of Stella pens, also made by Zig. They feature a base colour, but they're shot through with glitter. Go around selected areas of your letter as if you were adding a shadow. From one angle you just see the colour tone, but when the light hits it, the glitter really pops. It's a great way to add dimension to your lettering. Only problem is it's difficult to get the glitter to show up on camera. The smaller nib on these pens is 2mm. This is perfect for smaller projects like gift tags or writing inside your cards. As before, I'm holding the pen at a 45-degree angle. Even in this smaller size, the nib is really smooth, particularly on this cardstock. If I was writing this on a project, I would rule the lines faintly in pencil before I started, just to make sure all the letters were the same size. This is just to give you a bit of an idea how they work. A feature I wasn't expecting with these pens is that you can also watercolour with them. I've stamped this image onto watercolour card using VersaFine Onyx Black ink. I allowed the ink to dry, and I'm using an acrylic block on top of a piece of white cardstock as a palette. Take your chosen colour and scribble onto the acrylic block. It's a good idea to start with a lighter colour and build up from there. Take a wet paintbrush and pick up some of the ink. In this way you can fill in large areas, either of background or of main images, without leaving lines that you would get if you used the pens by themselves. This makes these pens a really good investment, as you can now create your greetings and also colour in your images for your cards as well. If you want a darker colour tone, allow this layer to dry, apply more ink to your acrylic block and add another layer of colour. I've really enjoyed using these pens because they're such good quality and so versatile. I do hope you give them a try. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, do leave me a comment. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye. For more details about these pens, please visit the Kuretake website. For more inspiration, please visit the blog on www.billiescraftroom.co.uk.